Hey everybody, it is Heather and today we are talking What I'm Making Monday, Volume 2. Today we will be talking about what I am currently making, what I have been making, and what I am going to be casting on next. So I have a few projects that I have currently finished and I'm going to show them to you now. The first thing I'm going to show you quickly, because you've probably already seen it, is my Ice Yarn 2020 Challenge scarf, which is right here. It's got this fun little high-low drop stitch pattern on both ends, and then it is a garter stitch scarf the rest of the way. Super cute, super gorgeous and fuzzy, and this was made with Ice Yarn's Bunny Soft yarn in the color gray white. And to go along with the challenge, I went ahead and made a hat to match. This is a freestyle hat that I just made. It has a garter stitch zigzag pattern that goes up the side, and it also goes up that side. And my pom-pom is a little depressing here. I'm going to reattach that pom-pom. He looks sad and sick and lonely. I'm going to fix him. And it's a typical one by one rib on the brim. Super cute. Also made with Ice Yarn's Bunny Soft in the color gray white. The pom-pom came from Michael's. The next thing that I have finished is this absolutely stunning and gorgeous rug. Yay! Okay guys, it's not 100% finished. It's more like 97% finished. I knit this yesterday. This is going to be like a little doormat in front of my back door with my puppy keeps tracking in dirt. This is made out of That 70s Yarn by Lion Brand. It is in the colors Shagadelic and Groovy. Yeah, Groovy. I used 4 skeins to make this rug. There is no pattern. It is simply cast on whatever number you want, garter stitch till you're at the end, cast off. Bam, you got a rug. I'm going to put a rug mat underneath it so it doesn't slip, because this yarn is fuzzy on both sides and it will definitely slip on hardwood flooring. But the rug itself is absolutely squishy and gorgeous and I love it, and it's just great. So I used a size 11 needle, even though it is recommended to use a size 17 needle. I don't have a 17 needle that I know of. I might have one, but I don't think I do. And I wanted it to be thicker and denser, so I used an 11. And I'm happy with the outcome. Very happy with the outcome. This rug used 4 skeins, like I said. I used 2 in Groovy and 2 in Shagadelic. The 2 Shagadelics are the ones that are on the outside of the rug, and then the 2 Groovies are on the inside. So the pattern is like this. Kind of. I can't hold that very well. Let's see. There we go. So, I only had 4 skeins of this, but you know I was on a yarn diet. I needed 4 more. So I called my husband, who is a manager of Michael's, and I was like, babe, I need 4 more. He's like, why? I thought you were on a diet. And I said, because I made a rug and I need a matching rug for the front door. And he's like, fine, what colors? So I told him what colors, and he bought these 4, which he bought the other 4, so he should buy these for me. So the first rug I made, this one, I used for the 2 green ones on the outside and then the 2 orangey red ones on the inside. The next pattern that I'm going to make for the other rug, I'm going to invert and put the 2 red on the outside and the 2 green on the inside. So it'll be a little bit like this, but a little bit not. So here is the rug. All that's left to do on this is to sew in my ends and call it a day. And I'm very happy with this. It's a very squishy rug. It's very soft. My only complaint about this yarn, and it's a small complaint, is it sheds. My pants right now are covered in fuzz. And I'm hoping that with a good washing that this will no longer shed. But then if it does, it's a rug. I mean, I'm not going to be rolling on it. I don't think. It's pretty soft. I could roll on this. This yarn is extremely, extremely squishy. I originally had planned oh, I can make a vest out of this as well, because, you know, you could wear it over a little dress or something, and me and my daughter could have matching ones. But now, because of the amount of shedding, I don't know that I would do that, because I wouldn't want to have the fuzz all over what I was wearing. But I do love it for a rug, and I'm very glad that I get to make another rug. So, yay for that. That is my last finished object, and I'm very sorry for shaking you just now. That's my last finished object that I have right now. I am currently working on 3 projects, and I'm about to cast on a 4th. So I'm going to show you the 3 that I am working on. The first thing I'm working on is my very first knitted sock. And I'm excited about this, but at the same time, I'm not sure how it's going, and I'm a little depressed and sad because I've kind of put it to the side for the past few weeks. Hold on, I gotta pick up a couple drop stitches. That because I literally haven't finished one row with 3 stitches that I keep sliding back on the other needle. This is the beginning of my very first knitted sock. It is a Rose City roller sock, which is a free pattern on Ravelry. And this one is being knit on 9-inch circular needles. Look how tiny this is. Like, this is the whole needle, guys. It's so cute. And this is being knit on whatever the recommended needle was. But I can tell you, I think it's I don't know. Can't tell you because I don't see the number. I think the number's on the cord. Yeah, it's a 2.5 millimeter. And they are metal needles. And this is like how long the needle is. Super cool. It's really easy to knit with this because once I found these, I realized like knitting a baby hat, a preemie hat that I like to knit so much, is super easy with the smaller needles instead of using DPNs or knitting flat and seaming because I don't like to seam things. So there is that. Right now, I am already on the cuff, not the cuff, the heel of your foot. I'm on the heel of it right now. You can see that. This part here is the heel where you're doing some slip stitch stuff to make the heel more sturdy for when you're wearing shoes. So it's a lot thicker here than it is up here. The idea was this to be low socks, like low rider socks that roll at the top. So this is self-striping yarn and it's looking really, really cool together, and I don't even have to do anything to make it look cool. This yarn is called West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply yarn. This is a sock yarn, and it is 75% wool, 25% nylon. And there's no color on this label. I don't remember the color. It was gifted to me. This is what the yarn itself looks like. And I'm a little sad because it looks like my cat detached this from the ball. So I'll have to tie that back together. But that's as far as I got on my sock. It's a start, and I haven't worked on it in about 2 weeks, honestly. Maybe less, maybe about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, because I've been working on other things. I wanted to finish the ice yarn challenge. I knit this yesterday, and now you will see the other 2 projects that I am currently working on, and I'm loving. So the first project that I am working on the next project that I am currently working on, because I am kind of working on the socks, is called a Be Simple Variations. It is a shawl. This is a knitted shawl because I only knit, guys. Don't worry, I'll never throw you any crochet in there because I don't know how to do it. And it is knit on size 6 needles. And bam, check it out, guys. I have a really cute shawl, beginning of a shawl, not a full shawl. This is super cute. It's a symmetrical, symmetrical shawl. I don't know, it's a shawl. It's an asymmetrical shawl. Ooh, that is a tongue twister for me today. This is some gorgeous yarn, and I'm enjoying the colors striping together like this. It's really, really pretty. This is a simple shawl, actually, to knit. It is pretty much you cast onto, you add decrease and increase, and you do your yarn overs, and then it will grow. And then once it gets to the size you are happy with, or you almost run out of yarn, you're there, bind off, boom, you got a gorgeous shawl. Right now I am using Hobie's Universe yarn. It is absolutely beautiful, and I believe this is the color New Moon. a second to take in all this glory, guys. It's beautiful. I am holding it double with another of the exact same, so that it's a little bit thicker and the colors look a little cooler to me. I really am really loving this colors. The idea is you just knit until you're done, and then you bind off. You can use any size needle you really want, any yarn you really want. And then, you know, your shawl will be different size depending on. I'm using the recommended size yarn, but I am holding it double, so it is going to be a little thicker. The finished size is approximately between 11 and 13 inches deep and 60 to 72 inches long. So I've never knit a shawl that big or long before, so I'm very excited to see what this is going to look like when it's done. I've used about 1/3 of a skein of yarn. So I'm about 1/3 done, and this is how big it is. Let's see if I can just show you. If my camera will be able to take it all in. I think it is. So yeah, it's that long and that tall. So, I mean, technically it could already be kind of like a little bitty scarf. I mean, I don't wear scarves, but if I did, I guess you could rock it like this. This is cute. This is a gift for my sister. She lives in a colder climate. She lives in Washington, D.C., so she will get a lot of use out of this, and she likes my knitted goods, or so she says. Makes me feel good. But here is inside of my knitting bag, my little project bag, my 2 skeins of yarn tucked away in there. And let me put this one up, and I will show you my next project that my last project that I am currently working on. Then I will be able to show you my project that will soon be cast on. Okay, I'm sorry for being silly, guys. This is what I am currently working on. It is called the Nina Dress by Hobbii. This pattern was a free pattern on Hobbie's website, and I got it and downloaded it because I bought the matching yarn to go with it, because I'm making a Valentine's dress for my little baby girl. And it's so cute. Let me just show you what I have so far. I don't have very much. I cast this on a couple days ago, but I wanted to finish that rug. Once I got started, I wanted to finish it because I felt like I was stash busting, only to then replace the 4 balls of yarn to do it again. I'm not doing good at my stash busting, guys. This is how much I have right now. This is a dress that is knit bottom up. And so here we go. We have about 2 inches of stockinette stitch on the little bottom of the dress. And I really like the way it rolls up a little bit. I actually don't know that I'll block it because I like the little roll up. It kind of gives it like a frill look, as it does in here. I don't know that they blocked it in here, because if they did, I don't think it would roll up as much. But the idea with this is you hold 2 strands for the skirt of the dress. You pull the outside strand from the same skein or cake of yarn, and then you pull the center pull and you work them together. I didn't love the look of the 2 colors from the center of my cake of yarn and the outside of my cake of yarn. So what I did is I pulled the center out and I re-caked up the outside 2 colors. And I am holding them double. This is the outside color of my cake, and then this is the middle, and then this is the super middle, and this is what color. It goes like that, like the fade. But I didn't love it. Like, I thought the color, where's my little ball? I thought this color, which is the super center, and this color was too dramatic. It just didn't mesh well to me. So I pulled this out and recast on by using the darker, and then the very dark. I think it looks better. It's still a little bit more contrast than I was hoping for, but I'm hoping that when it's done, I'll just love it. Once I get to the body of the dress, which is the top, you then only use 1 strand of yarn and a much smaller needle. So I may go back and use this lighter mauve pink, mauvier pink for the top to kind of, I don't know, to be a little bit more contrast, but you know, we'll see. I am knitting the pattern as is, minus the color changes, because it does recommend you just pull from the outside in the inside. This little girl's dress, if you can tell, has like some darker red speckling at the bottom, and then it goes in its solid red. And in theory, this would be speckled with this, and then the rest of the dress could be like this, but I think I want the majority of the dress to be this color because that's my favorite out of this. So we'll see what happens. I guess it depends on how much of the ball of the darker color we use. So I've got a lot of this left to knit. I want this done by Valentine's Day, like I said. My daughter will look so cute in this. I can't wait for her to wear this. She's my favorite person to knit for. She's one, and she's my favorite person to knit for. She's just cute. So that's all I am currently working on. I will show you now what I am going to be working on. As soon as I make more headway on her little dress, I am going to be casting on a project for me. Sorry, this yarn makes my nose itch. I don't know why. I am going to be casting on the La Pouf cardigan for me. I'm very excited about this. I've been wanting to knit this since I saw it. I just thought it was super cute. I don't usually wear knitted goods. It's not my thing. I don't even wear hats. Like, I don't wear knitted goods. I want to wear them so bad, though. Like, that was one of my yarn goals for 2020 was to start wearing my own knits. So I thought, I thought I would pick a pattern with some gorgeous yarn that would entice me to wear my own knits. So I picked the La Pouf cardigan. It's pretty popular on Instagram. Most of the people that I have seen who have completed this or who are working on this are using super bright yarn. I am not using super bright yarn. I am using very muted, very woolly, natural yarn. I am using Loft by Brooklyn Tweed yarns. This is a very woolly yarn. It is a fingering weight yarn, which is what the pattern calls for, but it's more of a thicker fingering. I think that's because it's very woolly, that, you know, pulled taut. You can't pull this really hard, because if you do, it will break. Like, I almost broke it just now, pulling it. This is going to be, hopefully when it's worked up, let me fix that. Magic trick. Spit actually works really good for fixing wool yarn, from what I've heard. The friction and the heat of your finger and the... Now I got like lanolin on my finger. Kind of cool. So the idea behind this was, this is a fade, and I am going to be knitting it in the Loft by Brooklyn Tweed. I will come back and I will show you more of this in another video, because I am putting a lot of thought into this project, because this is going to be my first project that I really, really, really love and I really want to wear. Like, I've loved a lot of things that I've knitted, but none of them have drawn me in yet, and I'm trying to be drawn in. So I'm hoping this is going to be the project that it does. But I will show you a few of the colors that's going to be in it. Right now it's going to be these, and it's going to have this in it. But there are 4 other colors as well. I'm not going to show you them right now because they're already caked up, and I will show you them when I have cast on. I will make a cast on video for this pattern coming soon. Well, that is all that I am currently working on, my next project, and what I have finished in the past few weeks, other than a few preemie hats from my local NICU. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a thumbs up, guys. I'm trying to grow my channel because I really, really, really enjoy doing this. I don't know why, but I do. I love to knit, so we all know that I love yarn, and I'm trying to work through my stash still, so it's a work in progress, just like everything else. I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see you all guys very soon. Peace, guys.